name's Roger Kessner, and I'm the LCOM, which is the Local Census Office Manager for Johnson City, Tennessee. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about the census and why it's important. First of all, the census is mandated by the Constitution. A lot of people don't know that. It's actually written in the Constitution, and that every 10 years we're to conduct a census, a decennial census. And there's lots of reasons why it's important. Just a few of them are that based on the information we gather, it helps in the proper representation in Washington. So there's seats in the House of Representatives that people are actually going to get or not get based on this information we gather, because the districts can be redefined. So it's really important that we get an accurate count. Another thing is that there's over $400 billion, and that's billion with a B, in funds that's going to be distributed to communities all over the United States. And that's communities like yours and mine. So once again, making sure we get an accurate count and that everyone is counted is extremely important, because we all want a fair share of that money that's going to be distributed. And another thing that it does for the communities, on a lesser note globally, but it helps people because we're creating jobs. In this region, 12 counties, we're going to be hiring 1,200 people. So that's a lot of jobs being created. And at $12 an hour in this economy, that's pretty significant. And then one last thing that it does is, based on this information that we gather, the individual communities will design programs like how they're going to build hospitals, where they're going to build hospitals, schools, roads, those types of things. So it's extremely important that we get all this information and we get it accurately and we get it the first time. The forms are going to start going out roughly late March, and they'll be going out through that period of time to the end of April. And when we get the forms back, what we're looking to do is those areas and those communities, those addresses where we do not get a form back, we're going to send people out with a replacement form. They're going to go to the door, they're going to answer any questions, they're going to give these people the forms to fill out, and if they need any assistance, they can help them at the time. That's going to be going on until we're done, and there's really no time frame on it, because it's really based on how many questionnaires are sent back during that time frame from March to the end of April. I would say one of the things that I really want to point out to people, though, that may be a concern is confidentiality. That this information that we're gathering is extremely, extremely confidential. I mean, we are protecting it. We take an oath as census workers to protect this. We, by penalty of huge fines and jail time, we cannot divulge this information to anyone for any reason. Even the President of the United States cannot force us to give any personal information over. And I think that's a big concern in this day and age of the internet, of hackers and just those types of things. I think a lot of people are concerned about their personal information, and we just want to assure everyone that this is extremely, extremely serious to us, and we take it serious. So, you know, that's just one point that I'd really like people to understand, that we take it, confidentiality, as you might have heard, seriously. If you'd like more information on the whole process or the census in general, we have a toll-free number. It's 866-861-2010. People can dial that number. They can put their zip code in. They'll be connected with someone that can answer questions for them. And actually, that's also a number where, if they're interested, they can apply for jobs with the U.S. Census Bureau.